Hey, what's going on, guys? Back with some more Skull Merchant content, and today we got a discussion about the patch notes for the upcoming PTB. I know I'm a little late to this discussion, but I figured, I am a Skull Merchant main. I am a P100 Skull Merchant, so I figured I would put my input, put my 2 cents in. So with this upcoming PTB, Skull Merchant has gotten absolutely gutted. But let's face it, we saw something like this coming. Like, this was going to happen at some point. The community has been non-stop complaining about Skull Merchant since, her PTB last year. They, and, good reason. Her original, before her rework, right? She was absolutely amazing at holding 3 gens and stalling games out for nearly, if not an hour. So, understandably, complain about that. But then she got reworked, and then I think how many reworks did she have? Did she have 1 or 2? I think it was 2, or maybe they were just kind of tweaked her a little bit. But the rework ended up being basically what we have right now. But now we have a change. Decreased hindered penalty when scanned by a drone to 5% was 10%. Removed. The Skull Merchant no longer gains haste when scanning a survivor. Now, I know there was a lot of complaints about her being able to get haste and hindering survivors. So understandably, it made sense for them to take one of these things away. So that's fine. The haste, I'm pretty sure the haste was probably more of a complaint than the hindered was. So, okay, that's fine if they really want to take away the haste. I mean, it affects me because I run, like haste builds with Skull Merchant. So, oh, that's my alarm. I am so sorry. But yeah, I run haste builds with Skull Merchant. So, I guess this will affect my main build. Maybe not. I don't know. But that's okay, honestly. Like, that was a big complaint for the survivors, so whatever. That's one less thing they can complain about. So she doesn't have haste anymore when she gets a scan. Okay. The 5% hindered, and it was 10%. I don't know. I honestly don't know how to feel about it, because I genuinely couldn't tell you what the percentages are, like how much slower they'll be or not, because, hindered is hindered. So, as long as I can catch up with the survivor after they've been hindered, I'm okay. Like, I do not care. I do not care. As long as I can get hindered, or I'm sorry, as long as I can catch up to the survivor when they get hindered, by all means, lower down to whatever you gotta lower it down to. If I can catch up to the survivor when they're hindered, whatever. So honestly, not that big of a deal to me. As far as I know. Well, I guess we'll have to see until the PTB hits. And it comes alive, but yeah, I don't really mind that. Again, the haste being removed, it sucks, because obviously that was great for Skull Merchant. It felt really nice getting speed and being fast as fuck. But if that's one less thing the survivors can complain about, then by all means, get rid of it. Okay, get rid of it. Dev note: these two effects combine to create a huge speed difference between the killer and survivors, understandably. We have removed one and toned the other down to a fair level. Fair, fine. If that's gonna shut these fucking survivors up, by all means, please, bro, please. Change: reduced number of drone scan lines to 1 was 2. This now this has me super confused. Okay, you know what? I won't say it has me confused. This is probably the one that I didn't see coming, I'll say. I did not see them changing the drone scan lines to 1. Like, that, actually, when I read that, I was like, whoa, wow. But the more I thought about it, it's like, okay, again, survivors complain that there's 0 counterplay because they have to sit here and play red light, green light in the middle of a chase. So it's either they get scanned or they get M1. So they complained about that. So again, if they want to get rid of a scan line, so the survivors have more counterplay, they actually have some more counterplay, then by all means, shut these survivors up. Like, I am all for this. I am literally all for it. At first, again, I was like, I don't know if I like that, but it's like, no. Now these survivors, again, if they can't dodge one beam, now they only have to worry about one beam. Okay, they only have to worry about one beam. You have to dodge one beam and stay out of my range. You know, stay out of my range of M1ing them. By all means, change it to one beam. Okay, shut these survivors up. I want them to have as many things that they complained about gone, so that when I beat them, when I get a 4K, when I get a 3K, they're not complaining that they just couldn't counter my killer, that I have no skill because I'm playing Skull Merchant. Okay, by all means, get rid of it. Change drones now always. Oh, I'm sorry. Drones are now always in their active state. I think that's fine. I think that's fine because, again, somehow survivors had a hard time looking at the drone in its stealth mode and seeing the little beam, you know, the little rays that obviously aren't scanning, you know, spinning around and showing that they're doing that, but seeing that the lights are on the sides and saying, oh, I'll probably get scanned right there. They had a hard time doing that. Okay, whatever. Again, this is something that they complained about, and now it's a thing, you know. Now they can see the lines at all times, minus what we're about to get to. But by all means, shut the survivors up. Now they can't say, well, I couldn't counter her power because I couldn't see it. Now you can see it, bro. Now you can see it. Awesome. Fantastic. Change. Drone scan lines are now invisible beyond 16 meters. Now, it's probably more of a change to benefit Skull Merchant, obviously. I feel like it's more, I'll compare that to like Freddy, I guess, because like I don't know if it's, I don't even know if that's like base kit for Freddy or not, but like he's like invisible when people are not in the dream world from a certain distance. I don't know if that's base kit or if that's an add-on, but that is something he has. So it makes me feel like it's something like that. So, you know, it's whatever. I mean, I don't mind either way. If it was there or not, you know, I wouldn't mind. But, no, I mean, that's fine. Makes sense. I mean, again, survivors can't really, again, they can't complain because they can't see the drones from far away. Like, once they get close, they'll see, oh, this is where she got her shit set up. So I got to be careful. You know, I got to play tic-tac-toe. I got to play red light, green light over here in this area. You know, I got to watch out for landmines. Okay. Fine, that's fine. Overall, obviously, Skull Merchant got fucking killed. She got absolutely destroyed. She is not gonna be very oppressive. But I'm obviously sad that my main killer got gutted, got butchered. But I am glad. I am glad because this is giving the side of the community that absolutely hates her guts, you know, a reason to shut up. I'm like, it's been over a year. The survivors are still crying about this killer because their favorite streamer cries about this killer or jokes about this killer. All right, and it's just old at this point. Like, I don't play Skull Merchant to be an asshole. I don't play Skull Merchant to hold 3 gens. I play Skull Merchant because I enjoy her. She's a lot of fun. She reminds me of the Predator, and I'm a big fan of the Predator. So I naturally, you know, flowed with Skull Merchant. So like, it sucks that the community just nonstop is just shitting on her, but you know, it's gotten to the point where behavior quite literally killed her until her rework, just to shut up that side of the community, and I am all for it. I'm all for it. So if they want her to be D tier, F tier, whatever, they want her to be just completely ass, I don't care. I do not care until her rework, whatever. I don't care. Like, if this is gonna shut these survivors up, don't care. I will, like, as long as she's still playable, as long as I can find enjoyment in Skull Merchant. And again, I'm looking at these changes, and I'm not thinking, like, I'm thinking, yeah, she got gutted, but I'm not thinking like I'm gonna drop this character. I'm not gonna main her anymore. Like, obviously, again, I still have to play it. I still have to wait and see how she feels. But I don't think that I'm gonna stop playing Skull Merchant just because she got absolutely killed here. I think well, I know that behavior absolutely did this to shut them up, and I'm okay with it. I am ready to take this weak ass Skull Merchant into live and still get my 3Ks and my 4Ks. I'm still, because it's not the killer that makes me good. It's just, I mean, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn here, but like, I mean, I like to think that I'm a decent player, so it's like I'm gonna play to my strengths and get my 3Ks and 4Ks. Like it don't matter. So I'm all for these changes, and I will be patient for her rework, and I'm still gonna get my 3Ks and 4Ks with Skull Merchant at the end of the day. So congratulations to the side of the community that absolutely hates Skull Merchant's guts, but there's still gonna be one Skull Merchant out there. There's still gonna be one P100 Skull Merchant out there that is going to continue to play this killer regardless of how she is, how weak she is, how strong she is. So like, at the end of the day, I think this is a win-win for me personally. This is a win-win for me personally, because again, when I get my 3K, when I get my 4K, and these survivors are still finding reasons to complain when my killer literally got executed, like, I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what to tell them. Like, and again, that's what I can't wait for. I can't wait to see Skull Merchant still running around, you know, playing the game, and people are still DCing. People are still giving up on first hook. People are still, you know, losing to Skull Merchants when she's, you know, a weaker killer. I'm still looking forward to seeing all the complaints about Skull Merchant after this goes to live. Assuming this all goes to live, I'm still looking forward to it. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really... I don't think it matters what they do to her. Even if it's literally something like this, they're still going to complain. Because it's cool to complain. It's cool to... It's cool. It's cool. It's cool to hate Skull Merchant. So, but yeah, that's my rant. That's my opinion. That's my those are my thoughts on these changes to Skull Merchant. Yeah, again, it sucks, but it seemed like they really honestly had no other choice. And again, I it's whatever. It is what it is. I will fight through it. And like, again, as long as she's still fun, as long as she's still playable in my eyes, like as long as I can still enjoy her, I'm still gonna play her. I'm still gonna main her. Like, it ain't gonna problem with me. So even if all the other Skull Merchant mains or all the other Skull Merchant players completely drop this killer, guess what? Guess what, survivors? There's still gonna be one Skull Merchant out there. There's still gonna be one Skull Merchant out there. But hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to attempt to come back and start making videos again. I obviously will start making Skull Merchant videos again once this all comes alive. Again, I am an Xbox player, so unfortunately I can't play the PTV. So I will have to wait for all the changes to come to live in order to actually test Skull Merchant out and to see how she feels and whatnot. But I definitely will be watching, you know, streamers and whatnot play the new Skull Merchant and see what's going on with her. But until then, I will again still try to play some more games with Skull Merchant and get some more videos out because I've been lacking. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and until next time for the next Skull Merchant video, and I will see you guys on the next one.